What's up guys, it's Will back again, and today I'm here to review the 1/6 scale Storm Collectibles Mortal Kombat 11 Scorpion. This is a figure that I've been carefully watching for some time now. As a big fan of the Mortal Kombat franchise and as someone who has a strong connection to the characters of both Scorpion and Sub-Zero from my childhood, I was fairly desperate for a 1/6 representation. I passed on this Scorpion figure for the longest time due to the visible joints, but after seeing the figure in person at Replay Toys in Bowling Green, Kentucky with my boy Kiko Collects, I had to bring this Scorpion home. Let's start with the unboxing. All right, guys, so starting with the packaging here, you can see Storm Collectibles, Mortal Kombat 11 Scorpion. Got some pictures on the back, got Scorpion's photo, got some cool poses, some nice stuff going on there. Got the special edition logo on the front. And then you can see, opens up at the top, like normal most Hot Toys boxes. You can see the inner packaging slides right out. And then you can see the inner contents of Scorpion. You got the hands, the fire effect, the base underneath. You can see the body up top. And taking the top off, you can see lots of hand options. He's packaged nicely and securely. And boy, does this figure look good, even out of the box. Yes, we got the visible joints, more on that later. But guys, take a look at this beautiful head sculpt and tailoring. Damn, that is beautiful. That is incredible. That is Scorpion right there. Love it. So looking at the back of the figure, you can see the straps on the back holding the belt. And you can see the leg straps as well. And then the sculpted boots. Looks really, really dope there. That's incredible. You can see the flaming effect here. You can put this on his hand. You just slide the arm right in there with the hand on there, and you can slide it right in. And then, of course, we got various hands that you have there. And he has a lot, actually. So there's a lot of different posing options that you can pull off with this Scorpion. And, of course, the weapons. I got the special edition. So you're going to see the base here first, which I'm not a fan of. More on that later. Feels a little cheap, but we'll discuss. The Bloody Kunai, which I love, only comes with the special edition. So if you want the bloody version, you're going to need to get that special edition. The Bloody Short Sword, loving that. Also special edition accessory. Love the detail on that. And then, of course, the Bloody Longsword. Love the detail. These are plastic, by the way. They are not die cast. I got them through airport security, so they are in fact plastic. That said, here's the non-bloody swords. You can see here they have the sheath. You can slide those into the outfit of the figure, which is really, really great. And here is the longsword, which is also really dope. Love the wrappings, the detail. It's beautiful. You can slide the sword in and out. Really, really nice, guys. That said, that's all the accessories. This Scorpion figure is maybe the biggest discrepancy I've ever experienced between seeing a figure in hand and seeing it in photos and video online. As a collector who values realism, the visible joints were initially a deal breaker for me. When I handled the figure in person and saw how I could manipulate it to effectively conceal the once visible joints, I was sold. Now, if you're a collector who greatly values realism like myself, it has to be the right character for you to be willing to do this. You have to pose this Scorpion with his arms bent, and you have to move the arm strap up a bit to conceal the shoulder joint if you want to hide the visible joints. I'm willing to limit myself because these are tier 1 characters for me, but if they're not that for you, you want to make sure you're okay with visible joints prior to purchasing. As far as accessories are concerned, you get a pretty decent amount here. I got my hands on the special edition, which includes the Bloody Kunai, the Bloody Short Sword, and the Bloody Longsword. I really wanted these bloody weapon variants, considering this is Mortal Kombat after all, so if they're also important to you, head to the link in the description below. The flaming effect is also pretty cool, but it can be a bit difficult to use if you want the elbows bent to hide the joints. Otherwise, it's great. The swords are a bit tricky to get into the little holders on the side, so please take your time and be careful as they do fit quite snug. There are a few little nitpicks I have though, the first being the base. I really don't like it, and I feel Storm Collectibles can do better. It feels and looks very cheap, which is why I've elected to put Scorpion on my custom base that I think looks far superior. Another concern is the wrist pegs. Damn, are they difficult to swap out. There are no replacement pegs included, so you need to be careful when swapping them out. They are super tightly connected, so the only way to get them out is to safely heat up the area and pull them out with some pliers. I put the hands in a bowl of hot water and then pulled the pegs out, but please be careful doing something similar so you don't break the only set included in the box. On the positive side of things, the tailoring, the head sculpt, and the articulation are fantastic. This figure looks amazing on the shelf in the right pose and really nicely captures the look of Scorpion from MK11. That said, do be careful as the black fabric can stain your figure. Mine has a stain on the right shoulder from the fabric, but it can easily be covered, so it's not too bad overall. That said, the figure still looks really, really nice. Let's jump to the show and tell portion of this video to take a look at the figure in a different type of way. Let's take a look. All right, guys, so now we are on to the show and tell portion of the video. And with this portion of the video, really what I want to do is just kind of put the figure on a rotating turntable, let you take sort of a live look, if you will, and maybe give some brief thoughts. As I've already gone over in this review, I really, really like this figure a lot. Yes, there are some flaws with it, mostly the visible joints. Mine had a slight little stain on the shoulder. Not really a huge deal because you can't see it at all when posed up properly, but at the end of the day, this figure really, really surprised me, and that I'm really happy about. I'm happy to be wrong and pleasantly wrong sometimes, where the figure is better in hand than I thought it was going to be by looking at the photos and the videos. I thought the joints were going to be a deal breaker for me, but when you swap out those arm pieces up to the top, you bend those elbows, really hard to tell when you're looking at him straight on. So not ideal. I've seen some people do some body swaps with this figure with M33 Fison bodies, and they look pretty dope. I don't know if I'm up for the task. Maybe I'll look at it one day. I know you got to use the Fison hands. That said, hope you guys are getting a nice look at this Scorpion figure. We're going to wrap up the review, but in short, I highly recommend it. Thanks so much. To sum up my thoughts on this Scorpion, I love it, but it's not perfect. The visible joints, challenging wrist pegs, and subpar base knock it down a few pegs. But overall, it's fantastic for Scorpion fans. At $250, the tailoring, accessories, and head sculpt make this figure overall a win. I'm going to give Storm Collectibles 1/6 scale Scorpion from MK11 an 8 out of 10 and recommend you pick it up if you're a fan of the character and can overlook some of the issues. Let me know your thoughts on the figure in the comments below and make sure to subscribe and click the notification bell to be notified of more content like this. That's all for now. See you in the next video.